do a full scalp exam looking for crusting, redness, sores, creepy crawlers. I'm wearing gloves because I want to lift up separate her hair into sections and do a full scalp. So I just kind of slide my finger in, and you can use a Q-tip and just kind of get the whole scalp area. Okay? You're going to palpate her scalp, make sure that it's normal shape and size. You're not feeling any lumps or bumps, any tenderness anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. It should be symmetric, normal size. Her head shouldn't look too big for her body or too small for her body. It should fit. Facial expression, I'm looking for symmetry. I'm looking for that she can smile and frown and all that. But we get that through our normal conversation too. I'm looking for change of expression, and that is symmetric. Skin, I'm looking at color, turgor, texture. And you can just do a little pinch, and it should spring right back. Okay, for the turgor, just be gentle on their face. Facial hair, there's a presence of facial hair that shouldn't be there.
I don't think I have a beard.
Your women with polycystic ovary disease will look a little fuzzier than other women. You might see dark hair growth related to hormonal imbalances. Then I'm going to palpate the TMJ, transmandibular joint, temporal mandibular joint, and just open and close for me. And I'm feeling for any popping or cracking. I'm feeling to make sure that the jaw opens and closes smoothly.
I'm sorry, can you go a little slower?
Yeah.
Go on this.
So I'm just putting my fingers right on that joint there and seeing that it opens and closes smoothly without any cracking or popping. And then I palpate the temporal artery for a pulse. All right. And that's it on head. And I move on to neck. I'm going to palpate the trachea. The trachea should be midline. I just follow it all the way down. I want to feel in between the supraclavicular notch where the two clavicles meet. I should be able to feel the trachea midline there. Okay. Then I do neck range of motion. So think about all the movements that your neck can do. I touch her chin to her chest and look all the way up as far as you can go. And then touch your chin to the shoulder and then to the shoulder. And then rotate. Mine cracks and pops. Okay. And then the lymph nodes. I start in the back, so I start with occipital. So I'm palpating back here at the back of her. It's really at the nape of the neck where the hairline is. That's really where occipital is, in that general area. Then I slide forward to pre-auricular in front of the ears, post-auricular behind the ears. Then I slide down. Post is just right behind here. Yep, over that mastoid bone. They're easy to feel up this long because they are over the bone. Then I slide down to the mandibular prominence there. That's where your tonsillars are going to be, just below that. Then slide forward along mandible. That's your submaxillary. And then your submental is under here. Then if you slide down, go from where the tonsillar were and you slide down and forward, that's your anterior cervical. You got one little tiny one there. Bumpy. Have you been sick?
No.
Postnasal drip, stuffy, congested. It's not uncommon to find one. Just got one little one. And then posterior cervical, deep cervical chain is kind of like in that groove of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. You got to go kind of deep. That kind of feels uncomfortable when I do that,
I
right?
can definitely feel you pushing on it.
Yeah. And then supraclavicular. I have her shrug up and make that little indentation there. It's easier to get behind the clavicles. Okay? That's okay?
And you have to state their names, so if you know.
Yep. You have to know where they are and their names, and you have to be able to tell me what a normal versus an abnormal lymph node would feel like. So a normal lymph node would be soft, movable. If I isolated, I should be able to move it. It shouldn't be hard and fixed. It might be a little bit tender. That's a normal finding. Okay, so just, if you know what normal is, you can kind of deduce what abnormal is. That's why we don't spend a lot of time teaching abnormals. We want you to know what normal looks like. Okay? So that's head and neck. Any questions on that? It's hot in here, eh?